but should we stop it so we can come from your
No,
profile?
that's okay. No, we're already in there. Perfect. That's excellent. Just wanted to make sure you got that. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Hey, so welcome everybody. Those of you that are in the Facebook group, I'm gonna go ahead and actually bring up the I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the feed right now to kind of monitor that. I know the team's gonna be monitoring it as well. But we're here today to talk about a really exciting topic, something that actually is near and dear, because essentially the way that I got started in the business and the way that we've grown our business is from this exact model. And it's literally changed a life for me and my family and many others, and really probably thousands of others that have actually learned about this and implemented it in their life and their business. And we're going to talk about that today. So if you're not excited, man, I'd be surprised, and maybe you're in the wrong place. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and actually get the I'm going to go ahead and get the feed up here on my screen. I do have slides today, so it is going to be a little bit of a training. It's not going to be just me talking with you guys today, although I love doing that. It's going to be actually a visual. So get ready to get some notes taken, get your pen and paper ready. I'd encourage you to like write down your questions and use the chat or use the commenting feature inside of Facebook to go ahead and write down those questions. We'll have some time at some point, most likely, for some questions. In the meantime, let us know if you're listening to us on Facebook. Let us know where you're based out of, and let us know what brought you here today. And if you want to get a little bit more specific, tell us about maybe what you're focusing on. Specifically, is it real estate investing from a fix and flip perspective, buy and hold? You're not sure yet. You're just looking to get some information. Like, tell us a little bit more about what's going on with what brought you here, basically. And if you want to have some fun, tell us about some of those goals. Tell us about some of the goals you have in the next, we actually had an exercise yesterday. We talked about the next week, the next month, the next quarter, and the next year. So feel free to answer any one or more of those timetables there as far as your goals. And then we're going to jump right into it. So in the meantime, I'm just making sure I got this right over here. Let me check. Perfect. I see Joe is in there. Yep. I see Alexander's on. Perfect. Some folks are coming into the room. So excellent. I'm not 100% sure, Joe, if the everyone tag, I know people don't always like that, but I don't know if that actually worked through or not, but nonetheless, I'm going to roll with it. So maybe you guys can work on making sure folks get in the room here, but excellent. So let me get my screen shared. Let me get it queued up. And man, I'm excited about this one. I know the team's working on a couple of small refinements on one slide, so that's fine. I see that happening. It's the power of technology, right? If you don't know, Google Docs, man, that's a pretty cool tool. Like I used to use, Microsoft Office in my day when I was working in corporate, and it was neat, but it's not as powerful. Now they got Office 365, so it does kind of some of the same things. But you could have a collaborative, experience with your team. So a whole nother topic for another day. Let me share my screen though and get into this here. Okay. So if you didn't get the memo, we're going to be having a masterclass today about wholesaling, unleashing your potential with wholesaling mastery. And we're going to be talking about how you can discover today the secrets to earning $20,000 to $50,000 or more per month. And the more is a real more. Like we talked about recently, a deal that we did in 1 month. It was actually 3 weeks from start to finish that made our companies over $140,000, right, on one single deal. That was without actually, as you see here, credit, capital, experience, or a license. Let's say that one more time. This is without using your credit, without using your capital, without having experience, and without having to get a real estate license. Okay. So maybe you want to share this with somebody that's close to you, because this is going to potentially change their life. I mean, we're talking about income that could be greater than, 3 to 4 or 5 times the average salary someone makes in the United States of America. I mean, this is massive. This is a life-changing business model we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to keep this on the screen for a second. Just going to let it sit in. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm going to check my, my Facebook. If we got anybody on here. See Kenny Schwartz. What's up, Ken? DeMarley, I see you there. Excellent. Yeah. Feel free to go ahead and put in the comments, guys, where you're based out of, what brought you here today, what you're most excited about, maybe what you're focusing on, anything you want to share about your goals, and that'd be awesome. I'm going to keep on rolling here. So, man, $20,000 to $50,000 per month. I remember, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I remember when, making $100,000 a year seemed like a lot of money, right? I remember as a kid, when I got hired at J&J out of college, I remember getting an offer letter for like almost $60,000. It was like, wow, I got 60 grand coming in like out of college. That's a big deal. But I'm telling you, there are people that are in their teenage years. I was just talking to my son this morning about this, that have had the opportunity to make tens of thousands of dollars a month consistently with this model. So this isn't just like hyperbole. This is like real life. There's people in our group, in our private coaching group, the Growth Collective. We'll talk about that at some point today, that are doing this, right? Our companies have done this. We're going to talk about how much we have done. Let's look at that next. Right. Just to give you an idea of who I am. Douglas J. Beck is my name. I own and operate JDL Ventures, Douglas J. Development, a few other companies. We don't have all that on here right now, but that's okay. The bottom line is I'm a real estate investing coach and entrepreneur. Okay. So I've had the opportunity to personally, invest and have my companies invest in hundreds of transactions. I've also coached hundreds of people directly and thousands indirectly. And so that's really what I focus on every single day, every single week. And in that, we've built and scaled multiple real estate investment businesses, which if you want to check out, later on, you can look at this after this presentation or later on, douglasjbeck.com. You get to a little bit more about me, my background, what I do, who I help, how I can help you. But since 2014, when I started, January 28th in 2014, our company has closed over 240 successful wholesale deals between multiple states like New Jersey, Florida, and a couple other states. And I'm blessed to say that. And it's not to sound like I know everything, because I definitely don't. I want to stay humble, but I'm here to help you though. If you haven't closed your first deal, it's okay. We're going to show you how to do that today. We're going to give you an opportunity to get plugged into a process to close your first deal. If maybe you close some deals, but you don't have that consistency yet, I'm going to show you how to do that as well today. And maybe you're looking to scale up 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10x. We're going to talk about that today as well, how you could plug into a process to do just that. Okay. So on top of the 240 deals, we've also bought and sold over $50 million worth of real estate, right? I got to get that number refined. It's probably like in low 50s, I would say, to be fair. But that's a lot of real estate. That's a lot of deals. And that's on our personal business. That's not like people that we've helped, coached, et cetera. That's on top. I mean, it's more than that. That's a lot more than that. So it's just amazing. Like, this is kind of surreal for me to even say it. Like, I'm getting like choked up. Managed over $12 million worth of construction across 50 plus projects. Guys and gals, when you have renovations going on, which we've done a bunch of renovations, fix and flips, what people call it, the stuff you see on TV, as most people would relate it to. Construction has been a focus of ours for almost a decade as well, probably about 7 years. I want to give a shout out to Kenny Schwartz. He was my first business partner in the construction space. He still is to this day an expert at construction. He's actually a real estate developer, right? He's up in New Jersey. He does business all across the country. He's got a tremendous, decades of experience. He's one of my key connections in my world. And I'm thankful to God every day that we met, because he opened up the possibilities. He opened up the possibilities for my business to take the next step, to go to the next level, to get to from where we were to what you're going to see today, which is really exciting, to be to the next level, which is fixing up properties and selling them. This guy took the effort. He did the work. He managed the projects to completion. And if it wasn't for him, man, I don't know if I'd be here talking to you today right now. I mean that. So thank you, Kenny, for being here. Man, thought I was ready for today. I thought I prepared enough today. Geez, I got to okay. So, man, because you know what it is when you get started and you're doing deals and you're making money and everything's great and you're doing wholesale flips, which we're going to talk about today. And then you start saying, well, what else is there? And you start saying, well, what about fix and flips? What about those big checks, the $50,000, the $70,000, the $100,000, the $300,000 deals that you make a profit on one deal? Man, those are real too. There's a lot more work involved. If you want to know for sure, talk to Kenny Schwartz or talk to me or talk to somebody else like Phil Doyle, my business partner in the fund that I'm a partner in. So we know from firsthand experience what it takes to run renovation projects. It's not easy. It's profitable, but it's also very risky. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about mitigating all that without having to touch the property. That's the beautiful thing about this model. Okay. I've had the opportunity to help hundreds of real estate investors all across the country start and scale highly profitable investing businesses, from wholesalers that want to just learn from what we've done in our business at JDL Ventures, from that to fix and flippers that want to learn how we've done that with Douglas J Development and done that on scale, to building out teams and outsourcing and building out, networks of people to bring you deals, et cetera, right? To getting into the private money space, working in the front line of a fund and now owning a fund with a partner, helping provide capital. I mean, it's just amazing. It's surreal. Owning a title insurance agency with my partner, Ken McCarthy up there in New Jersey. Shout out to Ken. Investors First Title, right? A licensed title agency. Who would have thought that one of the few people I sat next to, and I see my buddy Kevin's in the room too. Kevin Clark and Ken McCarthy were two of the first people I ever met in my life in this business. in this business, to be clear. So I sat at a table in New Jersey at my very first networking event, and I'm sitting next to Ken, and I'm sitting across from Kevin. Right. And I find out what Ken does. He's a title insurance agent. He does some smaller investment type stuff. He's done landlording and stuff. Kevin's in the hard money and private money space. What do you know that fast forward almost a decade later, I go into business with my buddy Ken, who's now my business partner for almost 7 years. And I'm looking to do a massive amount of business potentially with Kevin in different ways, which we're working on some cool stuff. There's people in this room right now, whether you guys know it or not, that have done hundreds and even in some cases, thousands of transactions, have been involved with thousands. Ken has probably facilitated well over 15,000 transactions, right? And I'm not just about quantity. We're talking about real life experience. So these are the people that are in our network. These are the people that we're connected with. These are the people that you are connected with through us and also potentially on your own. We're going to talk about how that looks today. Okay. What is this right here? Wow. This is a picture of my cubicle where I used to work at Johnson & Johnson, an amazing company, but 2 monitors and a privacy screen wasn't enough to make it work for me. Okay. I'm on the right side and my cubicle buddy sat over here. I didn't even have my own cubicle. I had one desk. I had to basically bump backs, turn on my chair, like this chair over here, sitting next to somebody else. And then he's right there. Oh, sorry, I hit you. Then, whoever, I can't remember who it even was. Honestly, it was probably a couple different people and working IT and procurement. Right. And working in a place where most people would beg to work at a company like that. And it's beautiful. Like, I know that, you can make a great living. My father, God bless my dad, he worked at different companies within Johnson & Johnson for over 40 years of his life. He invested, he poured himself into his role at J&J and all the roles he played. And he built his income from this, but he was also an entrepreneur. I know that because he's to this day still an entrepreneur. He owns multiple businesses and he advises me in multiple ways in our businesses. But I bet you that my dad, if you're sitting here right now, he might be in the room or might listen to this, what it would say, man, I never thought that you would get stuck in that cubicle forever because I knew you were better than that. And hopefully you have somebody, and I'm one of those people telling you now, listening to me, if you're stuck in something like this, if you're in a box, if you're being confined to what you can or can't do because someone else decides for you, I'm telling you that there's a better way. And this isn't hyperbole. This is the eye-opening moment that I had, almost 10 years ago that I'm trying to bring to you now, if you don't know this already. And if you do know it, congratulations. Be a leader by example. Show others in your community that it is not necessary to sit yourself in a certain office in a certain way with certain people that other people are deciding just to make a living. Because I'm going to show you something in a second here. And I might even have a video if I can get the audio to work right. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to show you something here next. I went from this, I handed my resignation letter in. Let me see if I can get that. I don't know if you guys have that in here. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Whoops.
Yes.
Whoops, sorry. Hey, dear Jen, please accept this letter as a notice of my resignation from my position as lead of AS Information Management and Analytics at Johnson & Johnson. My last day of employment will be October 16, 2015. I've decided to pursue my dreams with an outside opportunity. Please note that this opportunity is neither with a competitor nor a healthcare company at all. In fact, J&J would be my only choice if I were to leave and if I were to stay in the healthcare industry. It has been a pleasure working with you and your team for the last 3+ years and at J&J for the last 8 years. I've met amazing people, learned a lot about my business and self. I thank you for being a part of my development. I've seen our team grow and mature tremendously since I've been here, and I'm excited for the continued growth of what's to come for the team and J&J as a whole. I'll make myself available to transition my duties so that the team continues to work smoothly after my departure. I'm available to help identify and train my replacement. I'll make certain all open items are closed and transition to someone else in the team before my last day of work. Again, I'm thankful for the opportunity to work with the best healthcare company in the world and awesome information management, so on and so forth. I wish you and the team the best. Douglas J. Beck. That's my resignation letter. So if you're wondering, did this guy actually resign or not? I didn't make this up. There's the people, if you want to look them up, I mean, be my guest. Some people have questioned, did he really do that? Yeah. And it took a lot of guts. And I had a lot of people in my corner coaching me through that process because it wasn't easy to rip up over $100,000 check and benefits and security with a family. But I did it. And I'm proud that I did it because check it out. Fast forward, this is a little bit skewed, but this is my beautiful family. I'm blessed to have. This is my wife, Dima. This is my son, Jacob. This is London. And this is Jude. And this is one of the beaches down here that we're so honored and blessed to be able to enjoy. Like, it's a privilege. It's like we're living on vacation. but we still have a business that produces multiples of what I was able to produce, like multiples and multiples for personally for me after just a short period of time building that business and blessing others in the process. So I'm here to show you that there is a better way. You know, I just took you through the bridge of what it was, what I had to do that was difficult, which is handing that resignation. Once I knew that was about a year and a half into the business that I decided to resign from my corporate position, making over $110,000 plus bonus, plus benefits, et cetera, to know that there was a better way and there's something waiting for me on the other side, which is this picture and many, many more. Okay, man. Anybody like boats? Who likes boats?
Yeah.
All right. Here, this is on Facebook. I was going to show this in case you guys didn't. I don't know if we got the turn this off. I don't know if the audio is going to play.
Negative.
That's okay. This picture right here represents what's ahead for you. Look at the water. Look at the direction we're going. My son's in the front of the boat because he's a leader, right? He's my little leader, but he's the oldest brother, and he's 12. And I've been talking to him. He's preparing now to become a teenager. But who in here has a child? Don't you want to show your child by example what it takes to be an entrepreneur and step into something bigger than what they ever thought was possible? I do. I did. I am. Right. So like, if you don't like boats, it's okay. But if you like to have a life experience, it's a little bit more freedom, then let me know that. Put something in a comment. Let us know that that's you. Hey, that's me. I'm looking for freedom, because that's what today is about. That's what every day is about, actually. Every day is about continuously growing the opportunities that are within our reach and focusing on the things that matter the most, and looking for freedom in everything that we do, because it's not necessary to be confined to a box, to be confined to a story that someone else made up for you. So my responsibility today is to show you the better way. And I'm going to do that right now. You guys good with that? I see Alex is there. I see Dana. I see Sean. He's got a brother at J&J. Excellent. We got to help him make that exit maybe sometime soon there, Sean. Okay. And yes, you could plagiarize my resignation letter. Actually, I had a business coach at the time help me create that. And also my sister, Jess, actually helped me refine that. So thank you to Jess. And also my coach, I think his name was Mike, Eric, actually. I think Eric, Mike, I can't remember. It was like a long time ago. I've had a lot of coaches, so I kind of forget which one it was. But what is real estate wholesaling? This is the answer. This is the quote unquote vehicle. All right. Wholesale real estate. Yep. Sean says boating is a hobby. You know what? I think boating is a lifestyle. Honestly, Sean, I respect what you're saying. Being able to go, you know, the whole world, everybody, I'm going to quickly talk about this when we go into the conversation. The world is made up of more water than it is land. So we put ourselves in a point on the earth. We live in a place usually because someone else is deciding that for us. You know who that someone else is? God bless our parents, God bless our families, but it's usually something to do with that. It also has something to do with our employers. It has something to do with our vision of what we thought when we grew up and where we were raised, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of other people deciding for us. So if you're willing to decide for yourself now, then keep listening. If you're not, it's okay. You could just split out and it's no big deal. We're not offended. We love you, but you're not right. You're not really ready for this. Maybe if you're not looking, that's everybody. I'm not talking to Sean, I'm saying everybody. Because when you're on the water and you're on a boat that's floating and you're cruising down the majority of what exists, which is water, and you're exploring and adventurous and the thrill of just seeing what really God has made for us, that's what life is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be confined to one single point in one single place in one single box all the time. Okay. I'm telling you guys that's not what it's designed to be. It's to be free. And trust me, I'm not there yet. Total freedom. Like, I'm here to serve and bless, but I have a plan and intend to be free enough to be able to bless and invest with, in a big way, others all around me. I already have hints of that now with the coaching, with our funding, with our collaboration, but I'm talking about big ideas, like 8 to 9 figure type ideas, what I'm talking about. And it's not about money, but it's about the impact that money can create for others. So that's where I'm going. I hope that some of you all are with me. Maybe all of you are. You just haven't figured it out yet. And that's okay. Remember, I said before, think about what you're focusing on now. Think about what your goals are. And if you want to play along, Write down some challenges that you're facing right now and tell the world about it. It's okay. Like, we're here to help. And we're not here to just keep it all to ourselves. Like, if you sit in your room or your office or wherever, and you're just sitting there thinking about how difficult life is and how challenging it is, and you're not paying attention to what's around you and what's possible, that's the first thing. We got to wake up to it and know that it's right there. This is literally right in front of your nose. If you hear me right now, I'm going to show you the way that God's shown me and that others have shown me before me that have built businesses, multi-million dollar businesses, my mentors, right? The people I started with, to learn and to do and implement. So today is about learning and coming up with a plan to implement that's simple and possible, not like this hyperbole would, could, maybe, should. This is the way, in my opinion, right? This is the way to start for most everybody. We're talking about contract flips. Okay, you might not know what that means. I'm going to kind of go through this and then we're going to come back and recap. If there's any questions, please put them in the chat. That means we can flip any deal where there is money to be made, because this is a hypothetical contract in my hand. This is the opportunity for someone else to make money or for me to make money, but I choose to take this piece of paper plus this piece of paper and put them on top of each other and say, here, go make money. I just want to get paid at closing. 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 grand, 200 grand. One of our collaboration partners who we're going to be hearing from next week is doing deals, commercial wholesale flips with hundreds of thousands of dollars of assignment fees on each one. Guys, it's a lot of possibilities in this business. Just let's not limit ourselves, okay? So the opportunities with this are that it's the highest profit per hour. It's the most efficient way to make money, if you ask me, and if you ask most people in real estate. I love my agent friends. Having a license is great, but your commission is going to be limited, and some of that commission typically gets traded to a broker. And nothing against the brokers, but sometimes they don't do a whole lot, and they're just saying, "Hey, where's the piece that I get?" Like, they're just like kind of waiting, put their hand out. With all due respect, how about you step into your own business as an agent and maximize your dollar per hour output by doing less than what you're probably doing now? If you're showing houses, if you're driving around with buyers, right, and you're out there hustling every day and going working the weekends just to make a few $1,000s, $10,000, $20,000 extra a month, God bless you. But what if I could show you to do that with like fraction of the time, which I'm going to today? And a lot of our clients, a lot of our members of our group are agents that are looking for a better way. They're sick of helping other people make money. They want to make the money on their own. And we start off with either fix and flip, wholesale, buy and hold, private lending, whatever makes sense. But in a lot of cases, it's wholesaling. It can be systematized. Right here, it says right here, can be systematized. There's a process that is reliable and repeatable and scalable. And we've done that, right? We've had months that are over 100 grand in a month consistently. We've had months that were $10,000. We've had some months that are zero. But it's usually because there's a trade made of our focus. So if you want to have reliability, you have to be willing to focus. And for us, in the growth journey that we have as companies, like, we just honestly, hindsight is 2020. I didn't always know exactly what to do. If I'm launching a fix and flip business at the same time that I'm growing my wholesale business, at the same time I'm coaching, at the same time I'm in the title insurance, sometimes we're a little bit limited on resources, right? So we have to be honest with ourselves, what is good enough? Sometimes you don't have to do a wholesale flip because you're like, I just had a huge month. It's time to reinvest those monies and grow a new business. And that's pretty much what we've done over the years. So one business kind of trickles down a little bit as the other one kind of starts up, and you just kind of roll up, and then eventually both trend upwards. And now you have an empire you're building, which is what we're focusing on. But no credits needed. We're going to talk about that. Why is that? Well, that's because I'm flipping paper contracts, not property. I don't have to close on the property. I have to enter into contract to buy the property. I have to have the capacity to close if I needed to. Yes. But check it out. We have available 100% funding for wholesale transactions. It's like OPM, right? Other people's money. There's capital partners that will lend 100% of the money needed. We are the bridge to get there for you. So if you're interested in that, just do me a favor, either send me a DM or put a comment, OPM. If you need that capital, right? Because you don't have to sign for the loan. In that case, We're going to talk about a couple of the structures here. That's in a double close. You simply have to have your business plan and your partner, we'll talk about that in a second, lined up. And then you can flip the deal without using any of your own money. And if you don't go that direction, there's also a way to just assign the contract. We're going to talk about that in a second. But it's minimal risk. Why is it minimal risk? Well, because I'm going into contract with the intention to purchase, but then I decide to flip. Why do I say it that way? Because contractually in most states, you have to have the capacity and the ability to perform. But check this out. I'm not trying to shortcut it. This is just real life. With me in your corner, with the Growth Collective and everybody at JDL and me, you have the capacity to close on real estate transactions. Okay. Because if you have a problem, you just make a phone call, you send us a message, and more than likely we have our own capacity to bring capital, or we know somebody that can help you if it's a good deal, which is a whole nother conversation, right? We have to talk about that today too. It's simple though. It's simple. We're going to talk about 5 steps in a little bit. Okay. Are you guys with me? Is this coming through clear? Is everybody still there? I think you guys are. I just want to make sure the chat, everybody okay? I see
Yes,
Andy.
yes, sir.
Annie's in here. Sean, Danielle, Alex. Okay. Lawrence is in room somewhere, I think. Facebook. What's going on, everybody? I can't see everybody up top. Let me see who we got up top. My computer's acting a little funky. You got Angelo in the room. We got Janet. Whoops, I went the wrong way there. Sorry, everybody. We got Candace. We got Jasmine. Joe, what's up? I got some Growth Collective members in the room. What's up, everybody? Marilyn's here. Marlene, Kevin, Marlo, what's going on? Noman and Wendy and Joe. I think I got everybody. And you, if you're not here now, you're hearing us on a replay. Congratulations. This is an answer that you've been waiting for, hopefully. Right? For me, it was like, God, I need to find a way to get out of what I'm doing full time, which at that time was J&J. So challenges though, here's the challenges. Here's the truth, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Inventory is scarce. Analysis is sometimes more difficult, right? You have to know how to negotiate with the sellers and get in under contract. And check it out. We got to find an investor to close the deal. So I'm going to pause the share for a second. Can you guys see me on a big screen? I think that's how it works. Is it big now?
Not yet.
No? Loading? Hold on, let's try this.
There you
How
go.
about now? There we go. Okay. Check it out. Ready? I'm going to write these 5 things down. We're going to go real simple steps, 5 steps. 1, identify. 2, analyze. 3, negotiate. 4, contract. 5, close. Again, identify, analyze, negotiate, contract, close. One more time. Identify, analyze, negotiate, contract, close. Write that down. That's your framework. Okay. We're going to talk about each of those in some detail, but the fact is, if you don't know how to identify property, that's a good deal, right? Quote unquote. That's an opportunity, quote unquote. If you don't know how to analyze those opportunities and decipher why is it an opportunity? How is it an opportunity? Who says it might be an opportunity? Well, there's a process for that. We have tools for that. We coach around that. If you're not so good with the third thing, which is negotiation, check it out. You know what? One of the roles I played at Johnson & Johnson for almost 4 years, I think it was procurement, strategic sourcing. I happen to have a pretty good deal with negotiation, pretty good amount of experience, right? Our staff has a lot of experience with negotiation because they're in the business as well. They have had direct experience in real estate investing and real estate in general. So if you need some extra support for negotiation, we got your back. Number 4 is contracts. Contracts are pretty simple, believe it or not. And if you don't know what to do, check it out. You phone a friend. You know who the friend is. First, you can call us. That's fine. Or message us if you're part of our group. And then after that, if you can't find out what the answer is to us for some reason, it's an anomaly or something going on, guess what? We got attorneys to call. There's people in every state that are waiting for you to call them, real estate attorneys, to help solve a problem. Okay, from a legal standpoint. Number 5 is exit or close. In this case, we're talking about the wholesale exit. Okay. Some people that educate, that are out there sort of talking to you and listening, you're listening to them too. They'll say, you know, this is an exit strategy, wholesaling. Check it out. I kind of agree, but I make it a little bit different. I say this is actually a partnership strategy. We'll talk about that today. Partnership strategy. Who is my wholesale partner that's going to buy the deal? Who's going to close? Is it going to be my company? Is it going to be somebody else's? Am I doing a collaboration together with somebody else? Okay, we'll come back to that. But just remember, identify, analyze, negotiate, contract, close. Okay, back to screen share. Oh, okay. How to wholesale a deal if you decide not to fund it on your own? Well, maybe you said, well, Doug, I don't think I can fund it on my own. I didn't decide I have to, I just can't. Okay. That's not exactly true. We coach about how to raise private money in our Growth Collective group. We coach about accessing capital that's already readily available through institutional like funds, like the one that I own part of. Right. If you want to know about that, check out realdirectlending.com. Realdirectlending.com has information about how OPM works. And if you have a particular deal that you want to help get funded, you can just go to the page that says apply and it shoots right over to our funds intake form. You call the phone number, it's going to go directly to our staff at the fund. Okay. But putting that aside, let's say that you don't want to use capital, your capital, somebody else's capital. You're like, I don't want to put money or borrow money, whatever reason, don't have good credit, don't want to take the risk, don't want to close on a property, but I changed my mind, whatever it is. Cool. It's all good. We're going to use assignments. What's an assignment? An assignment is taking this contract that I just entered into that gives me the right to purchase the property. And I'm taking that contract, very important word, contract, not property, contract. Again, I'll say it again, contract. And I'm selling the contract. I'm assigning my rights to the contract. By the way, quick disclaimer. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a licensed agent. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. Everything today is for informational, educational purposes, unless you become a client. And then we have an obligation to serve you at the highest level and give you all the details and get you exactly the answers you need for your specific situation. Today is educational and informational only. Everything I've already said is underneath that disclaimer. Everything I'm going to say is underneath that disclaimer, but I'm telling you, this is from real life experience. This isn't a thought or an idea or a concept that is just sitting there on the shelf. We've assigned millions of dollars of real estate deals, like profited millions of dollars, probably tens of millions of dollars of real estate that's been assigned, and another 10 plus million that's been double closed, which is the next one. Double close. I see Donna's in there. Appreciate you being here, Donna. Who else do we have on Facebook? I'm going to talk about double close. I want to make sure you guys are staying plugged in though. Come on now. Where are you at? Everybody who's on Zoom, come off of mute for a second. Say, what's up? How you doing? Where are you at? Where's everybody at? You here? I can't hear you. Who's there with us? Anybody? You guys sleeping?
Marlene, I'm here in St. George.
There you go. What's up,
Hey,
Marlene?
everybody. What's going
Excellent.
on?
Appreciate you being there. Excellent. You got a lot of quiet friends here.
Hey, from Marlo from Montana.
What's up, Marlo from Montana? There you go, Marlo.
Janet wanted to yell, but she's at work.
Janet's like screaming, but she's at her desk. We got to get her out of that picture that I just showed before, Janet. That's the goal. Get you moving away from that, moving towards this. This is it. Let's go. Chris Panel's in the room. What's up, Chris? Excellent. Let's do this. All right. Double close. Here we go. Double close says, you know how I said before, well, maybe we can't assign it for some reason. This contract is not assignable. You can't do that. A lot of people say those things, right? First off, that's a whole other story. We have to look at an individual deal. Depends on how things are written and what's going on and what state you're in and stuff like that. But I'll tell you this, though. I'm going to come off a screen share for this one because this gets me fired up. Okay. The day that somebody tells me I can't buy real estate is the day that this country is no longer free. If I can't purchase a property, however I decide to raise the capital, bring the capital, buy the property, whatever I want to do, then it's not a country anymore. It's whatever you call that. I don't even know the word because I'm not in politics. Okay. It's probably a dictatorship or something. I don't even know. It's worse than that because I can't do anything. I can't buy property. So check this out. As long as you could purchase real estate, you could sell it. If you could buy it, you could sell it. Oh, wait. And if they change that rule, then it's also not a free country. So check this out. Even if states are telling us that we can't assign contracts because they're saying that wholesaling to the public, very important. This is very, very, very important. This is like, man, this gets me fired up. But Doug, I can't wholesale in my state. But they told me my brokerage doesn't let me wholesale it. Let's take a step back. Okay. I want you all to do me a favor. If you heard somebody say that, I want you to talk to that person, ideally face to face, eye to eye, and say, are you telling me I can't purchase real estate? Because I got my license to help other people, but I also kind of want to help myself sometimes. Is that okay? Can I buy some property and maybe you'll get a commission as the broker too? Or, hey, check it out. State senator, you're telling me I can't purchase real estate? Because if they say yes, man, we got a problem. But if they say no, that's not what I'm saying, then check it out. There's still a way, because it's really not that complicated. It's called taking title, double close, which means I close on a property and I sell it. Ideally the same day or the next day or a few days after, but worst case, a few weeks later, and check it out. Even if it costs you 2, 4, 10% to do that, I'm using ridiculous numbers. If you could still profit and you think it's worth it, and we could talk about that in a one-to-one conversation. If you think that that's worth it, depending upon the numbers, then let's go do it. We closed on a property recently for about $235,000. That property appraised for $277,000 as is. It's worth $470,000 when it's done, being renovated. I might be able to sell that property for $300,000 because a cash buyer wants to put in the 75 to 80 grand it needs and sell it for a 70,000 with financing dollar profit. Or I could renovate that property and flip it on the open market. But check it out. The bottom line is there's a way. Okay. And there's a lot of different things. Let's go back here. Double close. Again, we get to get in the details. Example deals. Union City was a 140K wholesale flip. We closed on a property 3 weeks later, we made 140 grand. That was a double close. Hillside was a joint venture wholesale assignment. My first deal ever. We made $10,000. Me and another guy did a video about this, a training recently, and we split that minus some fees. I made 46 grand in about 3 hours worth of work. 89 Carter Road. Flipped that deal through an assignment to actually who became the leaders of a fund that I worked for a little while. But this was years ago before they had a fund. And we made over $40,000 on the assignment about a year and a half into the business. That was the pivot that made put my flag in the ground that I'm leaving corporate and I'm not going back when I closed 89 Carter Road. And I say it was my team and my company. So, I mean, there's another 240 something examples. We don't have time today, but JV wholesale. Yes, man, there's so many ways of doing JVs. Just don't be the person that gets an email and forwards it out to your entire list or puts it on Facebook and hope and prays that someone buys it, because that's not really sustainable. We want to know how and why and what, okay? That's why we have coaching. That's why we have a private group. That's why we have a community. That's why we have what we're going to talk about today, okay? Build a list of buyers. I'm going to go kind of fast. This is the meat and potatoes, but take some notes and we come back to this if you guys want to watch the replay. Build a list of buyers, lenders, contractors. Build your list. This is the process. Build their profiles out and communicate on all platforms, social media, email, text, phone, communication. Market the deal. This is the exit on the wholesale. Once you have it under contract, you're going to sell this deal to somebody else, i.e. a cash buyer or a hard money lender type buyer. Put the deal under contract with that investor. Close the deal and get your check at closing. Like literally there's a check waiting for me. This is not made up. I wish I had time to get it. I didn't have a chance to get there. Shout out to Penny up in New Jersey. Thank you, Penny. I don't even know exactly where this deal is, except it's in New Jersey. It's awesome. It's amazing. We're going to talk about it some more, but I have a check from some amount. I don't even know the amount. It's crazy. I'm not trying to sound like whatever, but I just don't know. It's in a mailbox about 5 minutes from my house at the UPS store, and I go pick it up in a little bit. That's a deal that closed recently. To pick up your check. A lot of times we get wires, right? I recently got a wire for over $30,000 for a deal that I basically referred out, but I did some work and the investor said, hey, I think you deserve this. Like we made a lot of money. So here's your $30-something thousand. Repeat, systematize, and scale to 6 and 7 figures. We have a process that's reliable and repeatable, that's scalable. We've done it. We live it. We built multiple companies this way. Okay. So hybrid wholesale. What is this? Hybrid wholesale says, well, maybe I want to make some money up front, but I want to stay in the deal in some capacity to make some on the back end or learn something. My buddy, Ken Schwartz, like that's pretty much how we did it. He gave me a little bit up front and said, you get a certain amount on the back end. for being the conduit to bring the deal together and put it all together. And I learned the business through Ken and his efforts and my efforts and all the team that was working on that stuff. And I went on and did some of my own. He's led us some of his own. We're looking to do some more together. So you never know where this is going to go. But if you want to make some money now and make some more money later, we can talk about the hybrid wholesale. That's not an official term. That's not like trademarked. It's, you know, maybe I should, but it's like a combination of fees up front and something on the back. Figure this out. The only thing that's holding you back is the decision to do what? To get started. And I'm going to give you guys an opportunity today to get into the details, to follow up and follow through. Okay. It was just my birthday on Sunday, October 1st. Okay. Yeah. Doug's birthday, getting older. You know, I got one more to go until I get to 4-0. Okay. So announcing a special offer for you guys, because I know there's a lot of demand. A lot of people want help with wholesaling, and we want to give you a very no-brainer type opportunity to participate with us and learn this, the details, the crux, the stuff that matters, the meat and potatoes. And it's today. So the special TGC community birthday celebration for my birthday is the following. You're going to have live weekly Q&As and direct sessions with me and a team of seasoned coaches. We have a number of coaches almost every day. We have 2 specific sessions every week right now. That's a $997 value right there. The live weekly hot seat, though, is another, part of what we do. We have that coming up literally right after this meeting. So if you were to join like now, which I got to go kind of fast to get you the opportunity, maybe you come in a few minutes late, we're going to plug you right into the next meeting, which is exactly right after this one. With me and also a team of coaches. We have Coach Rich, Coach Brendan, Coach Phil, Coach Powell, Coach David, lots of coaches, right? Coach Kevin, soon to be. That's right there, a couple $1,000 for you. Okay. Collaboration opportunities with inner circle investors and buyers in those deals. And it says 9,700. This is like literally priceless, because imagine you found the deal and then somebody wants to buy the deal and you don't have to even go to it very far. You post it in the group and next thing you know, you have people making you offers. I might be one of them. I might want to buy from you if you have a good deal in the markets I operate in, which is New Jersey, Florida, and maybe a couple other states for bigger deals. California, Texas. California is not my favorite, but I happen to have a partner out there. That's just in case you're wondering. Okay. With all due respect to my Californians, is that even what you call them? I don't know. 9,700. Okay. Really priceless. Imagine doing multiple deals. Access to off-market wholesale deals only available to our premium clients. So maybe you want to do some wholesale, but you also want to do some purchase in a property. This right here is another 9,700, because one deal could be worth 20,000, 30,000. It just, we're saying worst case, $10,000. If you make 10 grand on one deal, it's not a bad day. Wealth of training videos, templates, and scripts, $1,700. Unlimited one-to-one support. You kidding me? I didn't have unlimited one-to-one support when I first started. I invested almost $30,000 in my mentorship program that I joined when I first started. And it was in another state, just like it might be for you. I'm sitting here in Florida, Sarasota, Florida. You might be somewhere else. You might say, well, how's this going to work? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But I invested almost 30 grand for something like not even close to as good as this is right here, everybody. I'm just telling you right now. Check this out. If you take action today, we have fast action bonuses. What does this mean? It means that we're going to give you a VIP pass to our upcoming Deal Maker Challenge. This is going to be a $997 value, because that means we're going to have about 2.5, 3 hours in that Deal Maker Challenge coming up, which is going to be a couple weeks, to basically spend with us and invest with us on a Q&A basis to get your specific questions answered. In addition to the coaching and the community that we have here, you're going to have that for free. Okay. You're going to have access to the Growth Collective private coaching and mastermind group for an entire week. We're going to give you a free opportunity to join us for a week in the smallest, the inner circle group, which that alone is, it says 997. I'm telling you, this is like thousands of dollars of value right here. I'm telling you straight up, it is. Okay. You'll know when you see it and you'll participate. It's like 5 meetings a week. People that are as amazing people. Some of them are in this meeting right now on Zoom. We're going to be on the next one after this. And by the way, if you want to take advantage of this, can somebody post a link so I don't just keep on talking, because they're going to see what it is and they can look at it. If they're like, I need to do this now, I don't know how much it is, but I'm going to do it. Just give them the link real quick. I'm going to get to that in a second. Free ticket to upcoming training on how to automate the entire process. Like, man, automation to find investors that buy deals that you're working on putting under contract. Next level, talk about scale. That guy I told you that's doing hundreds of thousands of dollars on commercial deals. He is the one that's got this automation technology that I'm so impressed by. I saw him last week at a conference. We're just going to do some collaboration. We're doing a workshop next week. It's going to have a price to it, but you're going to get it for free because you're going to take advantage of this offer today. Okay. This is a fast action bonus. And if you enroll right now, you're going to get access to our next deal review session we're having right after this. Like I said, it's a $97 value. That's just one meeting, right? It's really more than that. But again, what you're getting in the special deal today, okay? Live weekly Q&A, live weekly deal review, collaboration opportunities, off-market wholesale deals, training and templates, and VIP pass, the DMC, which is Deal Maker Challenge, access to TGC for an entire week, training on automated wholesaling, an upcoming deal review session. Man, the total value of this is $30,382 and more, really, right? 30,000 plus. And the investment, you know what the investment is? Who wants to know the investment? Who wants to know? Anybody? Who wants to know what it is? It's not 30,000. It's not 3,000. If you take action today, you can enroll in this exclusive offer for just $297 a month, $297 a month. Guys, is that fair? I mean, my clients and my members are probably like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Don't worry. We got you covered. Like, we're taking care of you guys. You have a different experience. This is to get into the community. Some of you have done that already. Some of you took us up on a different offer. This is a new offer to allow more people to come into the community so that they can collaborate and work with you to bring you exactly what you want, which is more deal flow, which is more capital flow, which is more opportunity. And they're going to be coached and trained by me and my coaches to make sure that the clients and the members in the Growth Collective get more of what you want. So let me ask you again, is that fair? Who's ready to do this? Is anybody ready to roll like now? Like you're just like, I'm ready to go. And that you have to get enrolled, by the way, because we got 10 minutes here to get these fast action deals. Okay. You got to get that like in the next like 10, 15 minutes, right? We'll kind of bend it a little bit, but I don't want to push you guys, but like, does somebody have the link? Did we get the link out? I think the link went out. It's jointhegrowthcollective.com. It's really that simple. Jointhegrowthcollective.com. That page has everything you need to know. Now, on that page, you don't have to watch the video. You've already heard the presentation. You already heard the details. You already know what this is about. All you need to do is click on the button that says enroll me. I'm going to show you that real quick. Okay. Let me share my screen real quick again. If you're not sure how to do this, you're going to right here. You could watch this later if you want. Click on yes, reserve my spot now. I just have a fill in blank thing here. Okay. Look, you can go $297 per month. Check it out. If you decide, my team, it's okay. You didn't make the update yet. That's all right. You guys are getting a little inside track here. You can pay in full if you want. I didn't intend for that to be there, but that's okay. You get a little bit of a discount. So congratulations. If you have the capacity to do 2,800 pay in full for the whole year, then God bless you. We're welcoming you today. And check it out. I'll make it even sweeter of a deal. If you go for this one, I'll give you full 3 months access to the Growth Collective private coaching and mastermind group, just because we want to show you that we're here to help you and serve you. And you're going to see that, you know, this is going to go away at some point in like next couple of days, as far as that $2,800, it will be somewhere, sometime, someday, but it's not going to be there all the time. Right. Because this is a discount on a discount on a discount. This is like an offer of a lifetime in a way, right? Because $2,800, that's literally a tenth of what I invested for like a fraction of what I got when I decided to join into this concept of real estate investing and wholesaling. So check it out. Go here. $297 per month. That's the easiest way to start. Click on that button, put in your email address, put in your credit card, complete. On the thank you page, you're going to get immediate access. Immediate. I can't show you that, but the team might have a way to do that, but you're not going to do that now. Listen, if you get lost or confused or you don't know what to do, just hit us up. Hit me up on a DM. Hit up Joe on a DM. He's here right now. You can see him if you're on the Facebook Live. If you're catching us on a replay somewhere that's not on Facebook, just there's probably some link to go somewhere besides what you see there if you have questions. All right. But this is it. And then check it out. You might say, well, what does that actually look like? Is this actually a group that's real? Is this like a made up thing? Like, I don't even know. Here's the community, right? Here's our friends in the community. And so in here, you might say, what do I do first? Well, check it out. You have your first 30 days. You have access to 100 seller leads. It's not even on the list of stuff. That's another bonus you have. You have the checklist and resources. You have all these different things. There's videos of what to do. First step, second step, third step. There's week by week, day by day. This is all being actually maximized and optimized even further. But day by day, you can go through here and see specifically what to do. Week 4, day 26. Watch this, go do that, answer this. Tell us what you think about number one thing, contract signing to closing, a PDF. There's a lot of stuff. That's just the content. Okay. Now, Again, join the growthcollective.com is where to go. If you don't know what to do there, you're like looking to enroll in this now and get those fast action bonuses that I talked about. They're on the other slide. Just a quick reminder on that. Okay. Let's see where we at. Fast action right here. VIP pass, upcoming dealmaker challenge. That's going to be costing at least $97 at minimum for that, just to pay for that. The Growth Collective is not even available as an offer. You can't buy a week of the Growth Collective. That's a courtesy. That's a promotion. My clients, some of them actually said, if only we had some more people here bringing us some deals and working on stuff and working together with me, that would be awesome. Free tickets or upcoming automation workshop. Like, this is game changing. It says $497. This is like $49.97, honestly. An automation workshop, like taking this process and putting systems and tech around it. That's crazy. I wish I had that. Like, that's pretty cool. And we're going to have that. So it's like, it's, the deal review session right after this. So in like 7 minutes, literally 7 minutes, we have a session happening literally after this. We're going to stop the broadcast and the real estate investing mastermind group. We're going to pop over to a different group and we're going to have an actual interactive Q&A and a hot seat. And you can participate in that. You just have to enroll now. So with that being said, going back to this, just to show you, okay, we got, oh, Joe's promoting there. Okay, I got you. I was like confused for a second. All right, we got live sessions that were done. We have pictures of cool things that people are seeing in the group. We have me closing a deal when I was in Orlando at another conference and basically just signing documents in a side table somewhere. It was pretty interesting. There's people coming in. There's Coach Rich. Coach Rich, what's up, man? How you doing? Here's Akira. She's one of our newest members, right? Sherry's posting deals about rentals in Denton, Texas, and people are seeing it. Adriana is looking to help her out there. But Felipe just closed a deal not too long ago. Felipe and Rich, here you go. If you don't know if there's testimonials, maybe you're asking about that. Like, is anyone else doing this, or am I the only person that's thinking this is worthwhile? Let me quickly show you something here. These are just some of our client testimonials. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a page. This is our inner circle. So not, if you decide you want to go this route, that's what some of our clients and members in the room are doing. Let me show you. This is even some more testimonials for you. Okay. Just keep scrolling. Like, it's beautiful. I love this. This is what we do this for. It's not just $297 a month. You just make money with coaching. That's what some people might say. No, we're here to make an impact. We're here to help people break free from that cubicle lifestyle, break free from the box that's been put in your way that doesn't make sense. I'm here to lead you down the path. I'm your guide. I'm your coach, right? Trust me that I know this from living it and doing it. And my clients are a testimony to that. They're here. Some of them are in the room. Wendy's in the room, right? We got Marlo and Jasmine in the room. They're here listening. Joe is already, right? And we've got Janet and we got others in the room, like praying to God that you decide to join the community because they need your help and you want to help them because you're going to make money together. You realize how synergistic that is, right? So again, join the growthcollective.com. That's the website. We're going to give you guys a couple minutes. We're going to pause. I'm going to go off of video. I'm going to let you guys make that decision. If you have any questions, I'm going to check the chat. If you want to send a message directly, congratulations, Marlene. I just see you joined. Congratulations. I just saw that. Excellent. So Marlene joined us. If you guys want to celebrate your decision to join, by all means, go ahead and do that now. Put it in the chat. I'm about to join. I am joining. I just joined. Whatever that looks like, tell the group so we can celebrate you. I'm looking on Facebook as well. We're here to welcome you with arms wide open, as they say, right? That's one of my favorite songs from back then. Was it Creed? With arms wide open. My daughter could sing better than me, I'll tell you that much. But we're ready. Let's go. We're going to catch you as you come in and we're going to help you move forward. And it's like a clear path to success. So I'm going to pause, let you guys do your thing. Joe, if you have anything else you want to share, and then we'll kind of wait a couple minutes and we'll get back into the other group there. Thank you guys. God bless you all.
I just want to thank you for not singing the long version.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we got exactly.
But yeah, it was beautiful. We got a lot of people interested, and I'm talking to Octavia right now privately. Actually, it's not a private question. She just wants to know if you want to share. Can you tell me more about the VIP coaching for 3 months that you offered if they join right now?
Oh yeah, great point. So if you wanted to get the Joe, can you make me spotlight again? I'm sorry, I clicked the button and I guess I pushed off the wrong thing there. I guess it looks like it's
You're still on spotlight.
Okay, cool. So yes, Octavia, great question. So the way that works is if you decide to go for the annual commitment, which is $2,800 for the year, we weren't intending on announcing that officially, but some people knew about it, but we're working on some changes on our actual back office. So it's not a big deal, but you guys are getting a little bit of a perk without really planning it out that way. That's okay. And my team is awesome. They pulled this together pretty fast for me. So thank you guys. Really mean that. And so $2,800 is for the whole year to pay in full. So you get a discount instead of being $297. It's like 30 something, 3,600 ish per year. It's gonna be 2,800. So you get about a few months, for free. And what we're gonna do is if you decide to take that action, we're gonna give you 3 months of our inner circle access inside the Growth Collective. In other words, you're going to have access to not just those 2 live sessions, but literally 5 to 6 sessions a week. You're going to have candidates as your client success director and basically supporting you directly in that and doing a one-on-one onboarding, taking care of you, plugging in. We're going to do deal reviews. We're going to have a lot more depth of an experience than what you'd have just to get started in the community. The community is a great place to start, but you're going to have now the community and the private coaching and mastermind group, which has just additional opportunities to meet. We have a power hour every week with a guest speaker. We do, like a round robin, sort of like a hot seat, sort of in a way, depending on who's got questions. And we have other coaches that, coach as well outside of the TGC community. So you have all that. And that's going to be what you get as an extra perks. We're going to give that to you, the 3 months, which honestly, in the past 3 months, actually, there was a real offer, 90-day accelerated. It was 6,800.
Yep.
So just so you know, like, this isn't like a made up thing. Again, like we're trying to help you. We are helping you. You may not notice that, but we're giving you the opportunity to say yes. And we're here waiting for you. So just when you're ready, right? And hopefully now, if you take action today, fast action bonuses kick in, right? And we want to get you in so you can join the meeting right after this one. So I know we have a couple of guests and they're welcome to stay, but really they're not gonna be able to participate, but anybody who signs up can actually participate, as in bring questions, bring a hot seat discussion in the next minute or 2 here. So Marlene, we were talking, a little bit about, her deal and stuff like that. She came as a guest the other day. Guys, listen, we're here for you. So does anybody have any other questions? Hope that answers Octavia's question.
I'm positive it does. So we're going to stop streaming to Facebook and go to the other group. We're going to go to the community group now.
Okay. Hey, listen, I just want to say thank you to you all for your attention, for your time, for investing the last hour together. And I want to thank our Growth Collective members also for participating, because I want you all to know that we're doing this for you guys too. We're doing this to help and serve you all in a bigger way. Our goal is to help as many people all across the country collaborate and bring deals together and do it with us, just like paving the way and creating the place and holding the space. But it's up to you guys to take the action. So if nothing more, if nothing today if you're not moving forward, listen, we understand. But I'm praying to God that you're going to take action after this and make something happen as a real estate investor. Until then, God bless you guys.
All right.
Thank you, Doug. Bye,
Thank you
everybody.
all.
Thanks, Doug. Happy birthday.
Thank you guys. We'll see you.